tournament, when it started in Cincinnati, you might have a couple people jump on train, come in from Pittsburgh or Brooklyn or San Francisco or wherever it was to go to Cincinnati and compete. But today, the modern game and the way the players approach it necessitates a much bigger footprint than used to. I walked around last year and ran into Bob Moran, and last year was like, we're going to take a little mist off the waterfall and do a few improvements, and I was blown away by that.
So I'm still relatively new to Cincinnati tennis. So for me, this will be my third tournament, but last year was my second. And celebrating 125 years was less about us and more about this community, more about the players, more about the volunteers, more about the fans, and how do we bring that to life for them. We're really good at running events and we're really good at making things special. So we took that opportunity to create a celebration of 125 years. And there's great history here, unbelievable history here. We tackled a little bit in 2024 with what this needs to be. It was still the same size draw, so we really focused on fan-facing amenities. Look at every seat in this stadium behind me is brand new, and what could we do in grandstand and the outer areas, painting, really just dressing this up and changing what this was. So 2023, this used to be a really blue building. To 2024, it became a white building.
Then, of course, I want to thank the Chair Umpire, ball kids, all the sponsors who make this possible. It's an amazing event, so thank you so much.
Again, very little investment, made dramatic changes that people definitely noticed. So we embraced it, and yes, it was also the launching point for the next 25 years.
It's all things that Cincinnati has addressed and handled and solved over the years in order to still be here. But this is the first year it's ever been played for 2 weeks or over 2 weeks.
We are increasing to 2 weeks. That's why the total fans through the gates will be much higher. And with all that, as we're planning, as we're building and making it so much bigger, what we know and we heard from fans is don't lose that intimacy to the players.
The fans want to see great tennis, but that is not enough. And I think some tournaments make a mistake thinking that is enough. This needs to be a festival. Like if I had young kids and I was looking for something to do on a Saturday or whatever, would I bring them here? And I hope the answer is to that question for the 250,000 people that come. I hope the answer is an enthusiastic yes. We want them to see tons of tennis, obviously, but maybe they have a kid who they're trying to get interested in tennis and they're going to watch lots of practice and get some autographs. Maybe they're going to see some great matches. Maybe they like the 13 vendors or some of the sponsors that we have on site. maybe they're going to meet friends here, and have a nice meal together. Maybe they're going to go to some of the fan experiences like the pavilion, sit in front of the giant screen in the shade with fans above you and have a snack, right? It's just unbelievable to be able to have this experience, to see these world-class players in this intimate atmosphere. One of the things I'm really proud of that we worked really hard at is, although we have, upgraded sort of everything and renovated everything, we've worked really hard to keep the intimacy of the place. So fans will still have that experience of seeing their favorite player close up. They'll still have that experience of feeling like they're around all these incredible tennis players, but they can also see their neighbors while they're here. I think we've done a pretty good job keeping a really intimate atmosphere.
If that's just a taste, the things that they accomplished last year with just that little taste, it's going to be amazing this year. So I'm excited to see it all.
We've had 400 or 500 people here pretty much 7 days a week for the better part of a year. We started the day after the tournament.
This is unbelievably ambitious. This is amazing because you really think about it. It's a 10-month build process. It's an enormous responsibility. Getting this done in the time frame we were given, it's really, really a significant undertaking. And I'm stuttering, pausing, because it is an unreal project that is just amazing to see it come to life. And it will be to the finish line. It will be right up to that deadline. But I don't think anyone else, Ben really challenges us and says, hey, we believe we can get this done. He'll give us the resources to do whatever it takes to get it done. And we couldn't ask for more support on that side. But it's something that I think everybody in this community is going to be really proud of. But I don't think many different organizations could actually do this. It is no easy process, but we're going to get that done.
I think, it takes a stewardship mentality to say, we're going to invest far more than this can return today, because in 1, 2, 5, 10 years, I think it'll actually make economic sense, but it's not a short-term thing. And I'll say, this year, the fact that we're going from effectively a 9-day tournament to a 14-day tournament, it's a big deal. The fact that we're going to, we had well less than 200,000 people our first year to 250,000, that's a big deal.
I'm Jansen Dell, the Chief Operating Officer of Cincinnati Tennis. I came over to Cincinnati Tennis about 2.5 years ago to oversee the design and construction of this renovation. This is an extremely aggressive time frame. It's an ambitious project where we really had about 2 years to put this entire thing together. For a while, there was a decision about whether the tournament was staying in Cincinnati. So it wasn't until that decision was made around September of 2023 that we really nailed down what this master plan was going to look like. So we took September through November to finalize that master plan. And in order to get everything finished on time, we really broke it into 2 phases. One phase to be completed prior to 2024, and the other phase for 2025. We had our finals, and then we had 5 days to tear everything down and move every piece of furniture, every piece of equipment off the site. And after those 5 days, we broke ground and have been going for 11 months ever since.
We have Jansen Dell, who's our COO, and being here every day, who has taken on that responsibility, and it's an enormous responsibility. Time is the biggest challenge, right? We're not taking any shortcuts here. You can't take shortcuts, but what it does is it just puts everything in a much tighter box to get it complete. So timing is right now the biggest hurdle and biggest challenge to get all this accomplished in a very short window.
It's just a really satisfying feeling to say, you know, I've been able to maybe take something that needed to be shined up a little bit, you know, needed to be cared for in a very intentional way. Maybe I've taken that and taken it to the next level, and all of these people have happily come on and partnered with us and been part of that journey. So pretty amazing.
You know, dealing with a stadium that's been here for a long time, and every time you open up a wall, open up the ground, you're seeing years of work that's in there, and getting around that, having to change plans or change directions, because once you open something up and you see what's underneath or behind, wow, it's very, very different. So then you have to change tacks, you have to change which way you're going with things. You know, and honestly, space, right? We just doubled the size of this facility.
It's a really difficult challenge when you already take a beloved tournament and you're asked to completely reinvent it. So when you go from 20 acres to 40 acres, the tendency would be it's a lot bigger, so the scale needs to be larger. Our challenge was, how do you keep the personality of the tournament, what fans have come to love about being here at the Cincinnati Open?
Right now, I'd say it's a sense of team, community that's being built here. I really feel like that's what I tend to gravitate towards, is how do we build a really good team to deliver all the things we talked about. And I think at the end of the day, if everyone's doing their job, rowing in the same direction, we're gonna have an unbelievable event, and everyone's gonna walk away here feeling really satisfied.
I think there's only so many times in your career that you get to take on such an ambitious and challenging project. So I think for me, it's been an interesting ride. You know, it's been a lot of fun trying to solve the problems that arise every single day. But there's no question that all of us are looking forward to seeing the fans and the players walk in for the first time and witnessing what we've all been able to accomplish.
It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch.
Peace of mind might mean different things to different people, but funny enough, it looks the same on everyone, Western and Southern. Rest assured.
Ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind.
Zoe?
Yeah.
That's the one, huh? Oh.
Today, you're meeting for coffee.
Megan, I love you.
And then before you know it,
Hey!
you're meeting the family. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
Initially, we had about 300 construction workers on site through the fall and the winter. We have ramped up now to about 500 people, so 500 workers on site every day. But when you combine that with the hundreds of design and engineers, we've got about 1,000 people on the project team right now.
What Jansen's putting in is an unbelievable amount of hours, right? He knows every little piece of this facility right now, more so than anybody else, because he's seen under the ground, he's seen behind the walls. He is making those changes real time for us. It's like a 5-hour Grand Slam match. Those guys played over 5 hours and were just committed to their craft. I compare that, yes, to what Jansen's doing here. Is he's committed to his craft. He hasn't taken a break, and he doesn't have the opportunity to take a break. So for me, watching this come to fruition for him is really special as well.
I think one of the benefits to this project was that the campus was so large. We were able to break it down into 9 different construction projects, which essentially meant that every piece of this had its own supervisor, its own construction teams.
As the fans and players will see this year, in my opinion, the renovation that was required was a fairly massive one.
So it's one larger project, but we could break it down into 9 smaller construction projects.
New player building, 50% more courts, the practice courts, stadiums really redone from top to bottom, all new seating, a brand new Champions Court. I mean, so many things. The challenge that's in front of us here is, let's start with players. So we have something like 400 players coming here, and we have to provide a place for them to practice, to eat, to live, to visit with other players, right? All of those things. And they have an entourage. So in total, that's 1,200 people we have to take care of.
Are they expected to be at a Masters 1000? Yes. Is it contractually obligated? Yes. Does that mean they have to come? No, it doesn't. Does that mean we have to do it better than most? Yes, it does. Are we constantly competing with the other Masters 1000s? Absolutely. Are we competing with New York? Maybe a little bit. Does it push us? Absolutely. Do we push them? I hope we can. It just makes everybody better. But yeah, we're trying to make that experience here really special with everything we're building here. So it's unique, different, and what we think is best in class.
It really distilled down to intimacy. How do we, even though we're making everything so much larger, how do we continue to make it feel small? How do we make it feel welcoming? And a lot of the design decisions that we made were based on that intimacy. For instance, syncing some of our practice courts so the fans can get up close and personal with players, not building our new stadiums too large, keeping it at a smaller scale so that everybody, again, is close to the action. Separating the 2 new buildings, the clubhouse and the performance center. So we've been really intentional with how we designed the facility to try to maintain that intimacy.
I mean, there's 3 new buildings here. An operations center, which I do get very excited about, by the way. Dick, listen, we know you're not going to allow us to do anything for you, so we have to surprise you when we can. But there is nothing more appropriate than dedicating this building in honor of you. Thank you for everything, and I hope you should be very proud. All right. We have the new player building, the clubhouse, and we also have the indoor courts, all 3 mammoth structures that weren't here before. And the player building is being built twofold. One is to service the players when they're here, make it as easy and as relaxing as they can, make it feel like home for them. They already love Cincinnati from a fan perspective. They love Cincinnati from the grounds. Now, we're just trying to continue to expand on that and, again, elevate that. What does that mean? We didn't have any permanent kitchens in this whole facility at all, which makes it hard. You have to bring in everything temporarily and servicing, 200,000 people on site, having to feed. We feed players every day. Every day we're responsible. And that's going from feeding 700 players in their teams to probably 1,200 this year or more. And so to have the facilities to do that, we have a best-in-class kitchen in that building now where the players will have a great experience. For me, this is about making this permanent. For a long time, I've run events for a long time, and there's so much temporary, right? You have to build stands, you have to build tents, you have to build structures, all of that. And there's a little bit of that, but we took a lot of that away. There's a lot of permanency here.
There are certain things that people do notice, and it makes them come and appreciate being at an event of this quality and really having an experience that they can take home with them and stays with them.
So when you go to our new practice courts, yeah, that excites me. We go to the south entrance. That used to be a tent and didn't look very good. That's a permanent entrance that looks fantastic. And then when people come in the south entrance now and see that new facade on grandstand, but also see the new Champions Court as they enter, and they will be blown away by the south entrance. North entrance, they'll be blown away by simply just the look and the feel. And when you see the practice courts and how that's going to play out and how close fans can get to the players when they're practicing is really special. So I'm eager to see kind of the fans' reaction, but I'm also really eager to see the player reaction because they're coming into a space that is completely new, completely different. There is nothing the same that they know it.
When we started, you thought Alan Wrench was a tight end.
Just following instructions, right? Taking the guesswork out of protecting those you love begins with a plan that fits your budget. Gerber Life's Grow Up Plan Whole Life Insurance grows with your child or grandchild, and their family plan is for parents to help protect themselves and their families.
Perfect. No screws loose. You're talking about the crib, right?
Gerber Life is a company you can depend on with flexible plans for every age and stage of life.
Zoe? Yeah. That's the one, huh? Oh.
Today, you're meeting for coffee.
Megan, I love you.
And then before you know it,
Yay!
you're meeting the family. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
All right, guys, let's get started.
The OAC meeting is the most important meeting we have of the week. O being the owner, so representing everything that the owner needs to accomplish, the architect as the A, and then the C is the contractor. It's the one meeting we have each week where all three, the full teams, get together and talk through any issues that we have.
Actually working on
where it becomes critical. I know you and I talked about what happens near the pickleball courts.
Yeah,
and
where
the
we
shop
start and
drawings
stop.
show it stopping. We had asked for it to continue, so
Yes, which
just
I
want to make
told
sure we're
them.
coordinated on where that goes. Those at times can become a little heated and then contested, but it's really the chance for any of the three legs of that project team to highlight anything that they need to make sure that the other two legs know.
I think we run
Links are all
out.
right. What's that? You're confident the links of each light's right?
Yes.
So I have a bug in the ointment because somehow I was under the impression we only had lit signs on the north and the south.
It's all four.
I don't think we got power for those signs east and west. So we have to get on that like right away.
It is on Jackson's list as a sign that needs power.
Okay.
It really is the time to highlight any potential problems or things that folks are seeing in the field and come up with solutions. We've got about 30 days left, and I can tell you that there is a lot of work everywhere.
This comes from ownership. What did Kelly and Ben Navarro want to see? And then go build it. And that's that park-like atmosphere. You'll see a lot more trees, you'll see a lot more green. People who've been coming here for a long time saw a lot of black asphalt, blacktop. That's all gone. Really softening it up, lightening it up. When people come on site, they'll feel that. It's definitely hot here in August. We're hoping to have an effect on that, but really elevating that experience for the fans and the players, our partners, our volunteers, everybody. How do we elevate those different experiences? That's a guiding principle, right?
So I think the goal over the next 30 days is to slowly shrink the site of where construction is happening, try to get some things finished and check those boxes and cross some things off the list so that we can really hit some of the more refined areas like the clubhouse in the final days.
I don't think this tournament or that tournament should be worrying about what's tennis's fifth major for the same reason I talked about before. There are 4 majors. There's 4 Grand Slams. And then there are a lot of other very, very important major tournaments. And then there are a lot of other just very important tournaments. But I will say this, this tournament, especially what you're gonna see this year, has done more, I think. You could make the argument that it's done as more or as much as any tournament to be included in that conversation of who the 5th Grand Slam is, even though I wouldn't have it. If there isn't that conversation to be had, you've got to put Cincinnati in there.
Let's get walking. Since I've been here, there's been so many things that we've wanted. And honestly, I could never have envisioned where we are today. And for example, the first time I saw the new set of practice courts on the south side of the campus, like tears, literal tears came to my eyes, because that's something we've wanted for such a long time. And so all the volunteers, I mean, it's just exciting. It's really incredible that there's this many people who want to come, take time away from their families, from their jobs, travel here. Like, I have a number of people on my committee that come from Canada, come from the West Coast. So it's a really special thing. And it's a special thing to be a part of. And so it's awesome to see that people want to be here. They want to come back. It's fulfilling.
Yeah, I mean, there's countless people who've been involved with the tournament over the years. Certainly every single volunteer. This tournament would not happen without the volunteers.
That you put out over these 2 weeks. And yes, we are 2 weeks this year, so I recognize that as well. It's a longer period of time. And we definitely, absolutely, 100% could not do this without all the people here. So I want everyone to give yourselves a big round of applause, please. What I can promise is that we're doing everything we can to make this the most special event possible. This has always been one of the 9 Master Series events, which is a special moment in its own. However, we want to make it better. And I think what you're seeing is that with the investment in the properties, everything you see around you, our whole goal is just to make this a better event and something that's really the greater Cincinnati area can be proud of. Yes, there's a round of applause right there. I like that.
I'm a chairperson, and so my responsibility, along with my co-chairs, is to get volunteers. In our area, our main responsibilities are scheduling all the practice courts for the players. We schedule all of the match warm-ups for the players, and I kind of like to think of us as sort of the concierge desk for the players. So they come by our desk in the morning. If there's any questions that they have, we can help direct them to where they need to go. And with the site being new, there'll be lots of tours and helping them get to locker rooms, to the new player spaces.
I want to bring Jansen Dell up here. Jansen is our COO from the local Cincinnati area. And Jansen has, from day one, the day after the tournament, we started cleaning this place out. And I wanted him to come up and just say a few words and tell you about what this new property is. So big round of applause for Jansen Dell, please.
We went from 17 courts to 31 total courts. Lots of tennis. We've got a brand new, beautiful clubhouse for the players, a new performance center, new match courts that you guys will see all of this on your tours. We want you guys to feel as comfortable here as you always have, but recognize that it is very, very different. The site is very different. It's way bigger. We went from 20 acres to 40 acres. But at the end of the day, this is the same great tournament that we have all loved for a really long time, okay?
How long have you guys been volunteering at the Cincinnati Open?
Well, then that'll tell us our age. So we'll just say over 40 years. How's that?
That's perfect.
Yeah, over 40 years. We started together when it was just a very small stadium center court.
I don't think people realize the number of volunteers that are here, but it's a privilege, honestly, to be here and get to do that and interact with the patrons. And yeah.
You have volunteers. We'll have over 1,500 volunteers that we've got to make sure that experience is great. They're giving their time and energy to make us one of the best events in the world. And there's a lot that we've got to make sure we do for them. From there, experience on site. You know, it needs to be a fun experience. If it's not fun for them, then I can't expect them to come back. So we want to make sure they're doing what they need to do.
It's just a great environment to be in. I think it makes a difference. There's more engagement. There's more excitement for people that want to be here. And it's just not a job. It's a fun environment to be in.
Mm-hmm. And I always say, like, it's going to camp for 1 or 2 weeks, because you don't see a lot of these people until the tournament. And then all of a sudden, it's like a big reunion. It's like you haven't seen them for the past year, but now we're going to be together for the next week or 12, 14 days.
Without the volunteers, this tournament wouldn't be possible. This tournament wouldn't be possible.
We're here when the gates open until the last match is played and all the fans depart.
And so it's really fun to actually walk around the grounds and just be there. You know, if you see somebody who looks confused, even today, like there were people that were like, oh, I'm looking, it's like, oh, how can I help you? It's really fun to get to do that and be that to the patrons who come. Back then, we had practice courts off-site around the city that we would send players to, which was okay. But now, like, hopefully they can all stay here and practice because we have so many. We used to have like 8 practice courts, right? That's the whole reason the players come here, is because they need to practice and they need to play. And so now it just feels like incredible. I'm probably gonna cry. And so just to see it grow is really awesome. And I'm excited to hear the feedback from the public once they get to come and experience it. And yeah.
Zoe?
Yeah.
That's the one, huh? Oh.
Today, you're meeting for coffee.
Megan, I love you.
And then before you know it,
Yay!
you're meeting the family. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
You may know Fort Washington Investment Advisors as an institutional money manager, but you may not know their private client group. The private client group begins every conversation with one simple question: how can we help? And because they're backed by the strength of Western and Southern Financial Group, they focus on you and the people you care about. For tailored wealth management services designed to help you meet your goals, you can trust Fort Washington's private client group.
I've been joking with a couple players here over the last couple days that they're going to get lost when they come outside. I guarantee that happens. We've been doing a lot of tours lately where people who've been coming here for 20, 30 years are completely blown away with what this facility is and what it could be. Huh? I want my credential on.
Great to see you, man.
Good to see you.
This is insane.
Is it? That's what I like. Insane is a good.
I know.
Is a good word. When'd you get in?
Last night.
Last night.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
You believe we did this in 11 months?
It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's fun.
The Euros are gonna have to level up.
We want that too, right?
I mean, geez.
Yeah.
That's gonna like completely shift. Otherwise, guys are gonna get to like Rome and Madrid and be like, oh my God, I can't go walk in here.
Well, this is your player dining space, gang. Have you already been in here to eat yet?
I've not.
Oh, so what we didn't have permanent kitchens in the old place, so we'd have to bring all this temporary facilities in. So the thing we were able to do here is build 3 permanent kitchens, one to service just this world, which this is our largest kitchen because you guys eat a lot. Yeah, but everything is made to go right here. Really simple, really easy. Look at that pizza oven. Right? Now, I will give Rome credit for that because we saw the pizza they served. So that was, and I won't take it back, but we have a big smoker in the back too to make all the meat.
Wow.
It's unreal, yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it's great. player experience. You know, how are they getting here in the morning? What's their hotel situation look like? What are they doing when they're not playing? You know, what are they doing when they're off? They are always going to be here training, but there's going to be days when they're not playing this year. It's the first time, by the way. There'll be off days for players. They win a match early in the week. They won't play until the following, the day after. So they'll have downtime. The whole goal of building this out was a feeling of home, comfortability. So when you guys are here, you feel comfortable and like want to be all new grass lawn area. So we got Padel over there. Your brother's excited about that.
I'm sure.
Mom Fees was playing yesterday.
Nice.
Caroline Garcia was playing yesterday. Okay, what's cool about this is going to turn into a year-round club.
That's great.
For City of Mason, Cincinnati, we'll do
to
junior programming.
Ready to join.
We're going to do everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I'm glad it's getting used, the space, because I feel like in the past, like with the old site, it just
It closed down.
it just sat.
Yep.
It
Closed
just kind
down.
of sat around.
I'm getting more and more excited about every day. I'm getting more and more excited about what happens here year round. And that was lacking here before. That means bringing other events here, bringing collegiate events here, junior events here, and really having a robust year round, and I'll call it racket sports, because we have not only tennis, we have pickleball, we have paddle, we have all of these different opportunities for people to put a racket or a paddle in their hand. And that's what we're all about. Growing opportunities, creating special events. And yeah, I'm equally as excited about what the year-round potential is here beyond the tournament. This is recovery space.
Sweet.
I mean, a lot of chairs, couches, comfortability, more than anything else. Yeah.
Man, this is insane.
Right? We love it.
You don't even need a hotel. You could just stay here.
I have a
sleep
feeling
right
we're
here.
going to have a couple just sleep and forget
Just
about it.
yeah, just like wake up the next
Wake up.
day.
Yeah. Pretty wild though.
Yeah, very nice.
What are the things that players care about? I think I understand that a lot more having a daughter that plays, but also through this experience, having recovery areas where players can really get some quiet and have a place to recover, having amazing food. You know, as Bob said, 1000s don't come up every day. I think I treasure this asset because I love this sport. As I said, we're a family of tennis players growing up. I still play at least once a week. Obviously, I have a daughter that many people know who plays professionally. I also have a daughter who's in her senior year in college, and she still plays. It's a chance for me to help grow the sport that I love. Keep the intimacy of the tournament.
Yes.
But make it super convenient, but make it beautiful was a luxury. And these guys just did an incredible
Once
job.
the tournament's done this year, is there plans to do like more, or is this?
I think we just need
We're
to
going to put a
evaluate.
dome over all 40 acres is what we're thinking. So we can climate control it.
Hey, if anyone
No.
can,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Indoor Masters Series.
No, there'll be a million, Jansen, I'll tell you, touch up small things.
We're going to learn a lot from how we use this facility. It's brand new. We think we know how it'll be used, but we'll learn a lot during the tournament and then adjust accordingly.
All right, should we keep moving?
Usually the recovery spaces, there's like 6
4
seats.
chairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, most of the tournaments, they don't have a dedicated recovery space. They take another space and move into it for the tournament. This will be dedicated just for recovery.
During the year as well.
During the year, we've got the option to move everything out and rent this space for other purposes. But yeah, it was designed specifically for recovery. Move some of the bikes outside.
Gotcha.
So there's a little bit of the balcony workout. There's a staircase that leads up to that third floor gym as well. So everything's kind of connected, but it's on
Got
2
it.
different levels.
Wow.
The proper gym.
It's a proper gym. And the equipment's a little bit, a little tough. That's awesome.
This is legit equipment.
Love a leg press. I can't. What tournament has a leg press?
I think we have the coolest gym now on tour. We have like 4 gyms, but the big one where dining used to be, you know, I take I'm kind of a gym rat, and I've worked out at most gyms around the drawer. And I put this gym up against anyone. So I'm super excited about that. So it's just lots of little, I think, incremental wisdom.
And then we put, we have a little acai bowl. Oh, you saw this already?
Yeah.
Yes.
Playa bowls.
Yeah, playa bowls. You like playa bowls?
I love playa bowls.
Yeah. So another place to just hang, get away, and yeah, you don't have to charge your card.
Huge. I don't have to get my credential from my coach.
Yep. Yeah.
How you doing?
I want everyone to feel a tremendous amount of pride. And I think they will. I really believe they will. And then it's just something that at the end of the day, the joy that we bring to all of those partners is what really I'm looking forward to. Seeing faces, seeing reactions. Yeah. So each suite has an outdoor. This is a shared outdoor space. And then each one has their own indoor space.
Man, it's so good that they
come on in here. Hi, guys. Are we okay walking through right
Sorry,
now?
Katie, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you're good. You're good. Thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not something, right? Pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
very nice.
This is a main area. Your seats are out here.
Wow.
That's insane, man.
So you're behind the baseline with your suites.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So a really cool experience all the way around.
Wow.
So
I grew up right over there.
over those seats?
Yeah. There's a lady that she used to work at the tennis club, and I'd come with her like every single day here.
Yep.
And I'd sit there and I would just like beg for people's signature on a ticket, or
You were looking for those autographs.
basically, yeah.
Who was your favorite autograph?
Oh gosh, I don't know, but I feel like I used to watch Maddie a lot
Okay.
when I was younger. I feel like I watched a fair amount of like Anna Ivanovic.
Oh, wow.
Here. Was always trying to watch Federer when I was here.
These are my favorites.
Yeah, sunken court. And you can see all of the seating we put in, which is,
I like the sign in the back. The sign looks really cool.
you've seen it on both sides. So when you come in, there's a sign on the other side, same thing.
Wow, okay.
So you see, and what you see is this whole version of this court, grandstand, and stadium with the Cincinnati Open sign in the forefront. For me, it's a short period of time that I'll be involved in this event, but I feel a great responsibility to shepherd something that's been here for 125 years and been really, really good at being a world-class event. My responsibility is to make sure that we continue that. And my responsibility is always, how do we continue to elevate that? So for me, I'm gonna be in a short window of those, what I'll say is 150 years. I'll be just a little piece of that, but I take great pride and responsibility in what I need to do to keep this event going at the level and beyond the level that it is. So you put permanent stands. So this is college tennis, all written all over it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, with the stands in the back.
Yeah. So these blue stands, these are all permanent, and then we build temporary for the tournament. So it's about 3,500 seats for practice right here.
How many more practice courts are there now this year compared
So
to?
we went from, there was 21 courts on site, now we have 31 courts on site.
Wow.
So we took a couple courts out and then replaced them with some different features, opened up space a lot more. I love watching it. This is great. And I think everyone will be able to see this.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
It's what people want.
All of us went into this project with the goal that this was going to be the best Masters 1000 tournament in the entire world. And I think collectively as a project team, we all understand that. Even if we were named Masters 1000 Tournament of the Year this year, the work continues. I mean, there's going to be learnings from seeing fans and players on site. We're going to continue to evolve the site and continue to create a great experience here for fans.
I'd say I touched on this before, but I'm most proud of being an intentional steward of the assets that we have. And so that means bringing excellence in ways that most people will never even notice.
This is.
I mean, it looks beautiful against this marble. I mean, it's a
This
very
is cool.
nice.
Yeah.
And then because these are our champion suites, we took the material of the trophy, the rookwood pottery, and used rookwood pottery on the tiles.
Wow, I didn't even know that. That's really cool.
Is it kind of sad that like not everybody will know those details, you know? Or is it like
We will.
I know.
really proud of you?
We will.
Yeah.
Like you want to tell people that,
Yeah, that's
but then you
so
can't
cool.
like,
You can't tell them everything.
yeah.
Right, yeah.
But you know, this is what the sport deserves. And so if you end up with stewards of tournaments instead of just sort of economic owners, this is where you can get to. Because, you know, we care. We care because we love tennis and we want to be here and we want to see the sport and we want it to honor the history of this tournament. It was 125 years last year, you know? So it's an honor to be able to do it. And some things people will know and some things they won't. But overall, when you look at this place versus what it was, you know, you appreciate the level of intentionality that went into it.
Success is determined by how well you plan and prepare for your biggest moments.
All right, Dad, just don't pass out today, all right?
It's the confidence of knowing your loved ones are protected for generations.
You ready, Dad?
We are ready. You can rest assured knowing you've made the right choice by placing your trust in Western and Southern, so you can be in the moment with the ones you love.
Zoe?
Yeah.
That's the one, huh?
Today, you're meeting for coffee.
Megan, I love you.
And then before you know it,
Hey!
you're meeting the family. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.